Welcome to the Vortex, the Time Vortex. This is Strato, Time Lord Strato, here for another episode of Roll20, here with Wizard Darna and the group. Take it away, Darna.
Alright, last time our group got together, the War Priest got a cute little elemental. He's not with us, but he's here in spirit. So the rest of the group is still here. And with the old lady in front of the source of water. And, yes, she looks at you guys and says, well, it has been a long time since I've had guests. It's getting close to nighttime if you would like to stay the night before you continue on. And you mentioned something about a map of the area, did you not?
Yes, it would be nice.
She snaps her fingers and a spider comes down from the roof wearing a little tuxedo, of course, as well. And he's holding a little scroll and she hands the scroll off to you.
Oh, why, thank you.
Here you are, Here you are. I'm going to move you guys over there real quick.
Thank you, thank you.
To the updated map.
I want to zoom out a little.
So, the area next to the road, this part here is this is where you at, the black tower with the gray around it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is where we are at, that area. There is a road that you cross that leads here. Hold on. That you crossed. That goes along here. And of course the source goes down the river along this area. Mostly, and then of course the snow-capped mountains. And if you follow the river all the way down, it then combines with the other river to make a massive swamp area. And grows bigger on down.
Mm-hmm.
That little area on the bottom of the river is Fort Sister. Is the name of this little area here.
I'm not sure where you're pointing at exactly.
If you go down, follow the river all the way down to the end.
To where it meets the sea?
Yep, right here. See it? This little mark that I'm pointing at. Yep. That's called Fort. That's the remains of Fort Sister. It is because if you look down, you will see 3 volcanoes. Mm-hmm. They were called the 3 Sisters. So, Fort Sister. Get it? Fourth Sister? Ha ha. Anyways. Not original with a name, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, these are the 3 volcanoes, the islands, the 3 Sisters is what they called them. Of course, this is your home now. You can choose to name them whatever you wish. But this is as far as my map goes.
Well, thank you. That is very helpful for what you have compared to what we had.
Yes. Any questions about it?
You seem to have answered it quite well. See, this is more of the same. More of the same. Have you heard anything about what's on the other side of the mountains? Just out of curiosity?
Yes, there's 6 other forts similar to mine that control. You noticed the standard, right?
The standard?
The coat of arms.
Oh yes, the coat of arms. Yes.
7 fortresses.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, mine is one of the fortresses. There's 6 more that dot the area. One of the fortresses is the main fortress where His Majesty Vlad III, Prince of Alcovia, long may he reign, is currently residing. He is indisposed at the moment. The Gold Knights saw to that.
For good reasons, I imagine.
depending on who you talk to. It is not clear why they did what he did, but it'd be a smart idea not to wake him up if necessary. I swore loyalty to him and him alone. If he decided to kill you all, that is, I would have to abide by that.
I understand.
Very well. She looks over at the rest of the group. Does anyone else have any questions?
No. He'll shake his head.
Are there any other landmarks in the immediate vicinity?
What do you mean, sir?
I think he's talking about old
Any other ruins
of the city
or-
nearby. Things that would stand out.
I'm not sure. Let's see here. It is quite difficult to say, but as what you see is what you get is pretty much what I know. I've been trapped here for quite some time, and this is the only map that's provided me. But yes, there's probably... The mountain range does not go on forever. There's other deserts and such. If you go further north, it gets a lot colder. There's probably... Yes, I remember there was a further to the north, a massive, massive mountain range in the middle somewhere.
Of course.
There's more mountains up further north, but like I said, it's been such a long time. And things have changed, and besides, I was only directed to watch my area. So, I do not know much more than that.
Where is the nearest tower except this one?
The nearest tower?
Yes.
It would be... If you follow the river down past the brown area, let's see, on the other... When you follow the river down, where that... let me go. Oh, sorry. She points to this. Are you seeing my... Oh, God darn it. Gosh, I hate these things. Okay, so follow the map down. You see where my arrow is now? On the map?
Hold on.
Yeah, I can see it.
She points over here. It's around here somewhere. It guards the... I guard this entrance to the... on the river. So if an army came this direction, I would be able to launch my spiders to block them. And then that fort protects this side of the river. That area, around here somewhere. So it protects an army from marching in this direction. There was a lot of cities that lived near the river. Fort Sister was probably the biggest city of them all. But that's the best I can give you, I'm sorry.
Are there any other ruins of cities down the river? Which are perhaps a bit closer?
There probably are a few cities that long since seen the time wasted away. And I remember a few cities that were further down, but my scouts have reported to me that they pretty much washed away. I remember there was a city around the... Draw here. Around this area, there's a ruin there. I marked the next, if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see. I'm asking because rather than colonize on the set of ruins where the how can we put it, cursed fruit is that causes people to become sort of pseudo-immortal, kind of undead, maybe we should colonize somewhere a bit further downstream.
It does make sense.
So I was thinking about that.
Well, this is your land. You can do whatever you wish with it, but it makes a good sense not to tell anybody about the fruit if you choose not to let them know about it. It is also a good idea not to. Besides, if you ate the apple whole, you would be immortal. But what happened was they made apple cider juice of some kind, and or diminishing the apple's quantity, such as apple cake or something like that, and tried to feed it to multiple people. Because of that, the power was lessened. As long as you eat the apple whole by itself, you are fine. But if you eat it separately in its unpure form, then side effects, as you've seen, happen. You become a zombie. Intelligent, you're still able to think and move, but and you live forever, sort of. I mean, if someone chops you down, you will die. But you are a walking flesh bag, so to speak. Not the most pleasant of fates for someone. But it was found, after they found that out, the king said that no one had to perform the ritual, but all his men were loyal to the T and lined up by the thousands to partake. And so anyone who is a zombie soldier did so voluntarily. The power of my king was great. His loyalty of his men were second to none, so to speak. Any questions?
I have one more question.
Of course.
Are there any valuable resources located anywhere nearby?
I'm sure the mountains still have plenty of iron to be had, as well as gold, silver, and the like. The river does sometimes produce silver if you panhandle, but the source is in the mountains, where I could not say. My scouts tell me that the mines that were in the mountains have long since collapsed from wear and tear, or just earth moving.
Quite.
There are a few that are still standing, but I would not be cautious about moving, staying there.
I would imagine if someone were to retake the tunnel, they'd have to work at putting new supports in and taking out the rubble in order to do so. But I'm not a miner.
Yes.
I'm just asking, so when I carve out my little area, I can make as much money as possible.
You're gonna carve out your little area? You mean you're gonna take over the bathhouse? Come on.
Look, it's either bathhouse or diamond mine. It's a difficult choice.
Sister's got 2 T's, right?
What, just sister? No. It's got one.
S-I-S-T-E-R, right?
I don't have any keys.
Just wanted to put the name over there. Because everybody see that by the port there?
Oh, port sister? Yep.
Yeah.
Could you not put it on there? I was about to say, don't put it on anything blue.
There. Well, I don't put it too far away. Whatever. Oh, gosh. Doesn't cooperate. Is that fine? Alright, then you can move it up.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
Alright. No. Alright, force.
And that's even. Yeah. We know where it is.
Alright. Alright, so. Well, there's your map. I'll move you back to the castle. Well, if you follow me, I'll take you to my room, since mine is the only one that's habitable. I hope you don't mind sharing a room with an older lady. She kind of smirks a little bit.
Well, a room is a place to stay, at least for the night. It'll be a...
Yes. Well, if you go out the door, you'll see another door. If you follow me.
Very well.
She kind of glides past you, dragging her hair behind her as she goes to the door. Oh, I apologize. It's been such a long time since I've been with friends or people in general. My name is Twyla. What is yours?
I am... I've forgotten my character's name temporarily. Right. Landely. You can call me Landely.
Young man? She looks at you, Peter.
Balthier.
Balthier, huh? And, Ancient One, what is your name?
I think he's still out of the bathroom.
Okay.
Pencil.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what a beautiful name. Welcome.
You.
You'll be the first men to enter my room in hundreds of years. She blushes a little bit. Walks into the room. When she opens the room, you're immediately assaulted by a massive, there's looms on the right hand side, for spinning thread over here. There's different stages of one to spin the thread and another one to color it, dyes and all that stuff, all set up on one side. You do see a massive you see a nice cushy bed over here, and then all along the walls here, let me go ahead and mark it off, are just kimonos. And now we're not talking about just different colors of kimonos, just beautiful, gorgeous. They're works of art, like you would put a painting on the wall. They're just sitting up on stands along the wall. They're on stands in the middle of the floor. They're just different colors of salt. You just see piles of boxes back there, but you do see a pedestal over here in between the kimonos, and there's just on the other side of the pedestal, you do see the water continues on the, like a windows over here. Like an open space is right here that leads out to where the river continues on, and looks like a miniaturized Japanese style bridge is like right here. The pedestal has this glowing orb that's different shades of colors float through the orb as it floats there. It's got a kind of like a rainbow colored, and right next to it is a very beautiful kimono that is a rainbow colored kimono, and it's exactly like the rainbow orb in that it shimmers, and it starts from the bottom, from like the bottom of the color spectrum to the top, and in each strand of thread goes lighter and lighter as it goes to the next color, so it fades properly to each color. It's like extremely well done. These are my trifles from such a long time of being here all alone.
What's that orb?
Oh, I would... She sighs. Well, it is your right to know. She says, step back, child. She walks over to it. Before I became the guardian of this place, I was also given a task. Do you know what monks are? Do you have them in your culture?
I believe
Somewhat.
they're the individuals that like to fight with their fists and punch things.
Monks, yes, monks. Yes, I am a monk, but I am a Grand Master of Flowers. Twyla. I'm the Master of Thread. Also, the guardian of this orb. As she puts her hands together in like a salute motion, she goes and touches the orb, and as she touches it, it floats over to the window, and this massive, beautiful rainbow pattern appears. Guardian of the Rainbow Bridge. It is a path to enlightenment. To walk on it is... To walk or pass through the bridge is a great trial indeed. A trial that may cause your death. I would request that you do not try it unless you think you are worthy to cross the bridge. Only someone who is seeking the path of enlightenment and feels that they are truly worthy should try. Is that you, Ancient One?
I don't know.
Is that anyone else that here? You may tell your friends that I'm here, other monks that you have, that I am here. I will train them if they wish, but only if they're worthy. She walks back over and puts her hands together in like a salute motion. The bridge just slowly disappears and then floats back over.
Can we attempt the trial if we're not trained as a monk?
Of course. It is not meant for monks only. Anyone can try. Just be aware that you may die. The trials are very arduous and take a lot of strength, wisdom, understanding other aspects of one's mind, body, and soul. Not clear what the trial teaches you. That is your own. It's not good to discuss what the trial is that you've encountered, or it may be different for someone else. I have passed through all 3 bridges. There is 3 others of my kind. 2 others of my kind. They guard the forts as well. If you cross all 3 bridges, then you're considered enlightened and may train with one of us to take our place. And we can finally rest our weary heads. Because the final act of learning our secrets is to kill us. That is the way of the Grandmaster of Flowers. There can only be 3 that exist in the world. Such is my fate. Don't worry, I accept it. Is there...
Are you tempted to attempt this?
You would like to attempt it, my child?
Yeah, well, what's the worst that could happen?
You could die.
Your death.
Death.
Very well, my child. I will not say no. It is your right. She reopens the bridge. Whichever color you wish.
Hold on.
I'm gonna pick yellow.
Okay. Roll me a percentage dice.
Of course, high is good, right?
No. What's your worst saving throw?
That'll be fortitude.
So give me 3 fortitude saves, and what is your best?
Reflex.
Reflex? Give me 2 reflex saves. So this one is... this trial is kind of interesting. You have to... There's a group of kids. You're stuck in a pit. There's a large number of kids with you, okay? The voice yells out that you must be able to get the kids out of the thing before you can escape.
I'm sorry, Peter. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm dead. Nice natural one, Matt.
Yes. Yeah. That's more than 3 out of the... So you had to be strong enough and pull the kids up and quick enough to lower them and quick enough to get them all to escape so they can get you out. It's basically like you're helping them to escape so they can help you escape. They weren't strong enough to pull you out of the pit, and the pit was slowly filling up with like lava or some type of... So he just comes out in a heaping mess of just burned corpse.
Oh.
Why is it that it's scenarios where I do something selfless but always bite me in the ass?
She just goes, An honorable try, my child. She puts your hand on your chest and is like, and you just see this glow, and she just slams her hand down on the ground, and just your whole body just turns to dust, and she just sweeps it into an urn.
I was gonna take him back to the old man at the tree.
What the heck?
She hands it back to you. No, my child. This is his fate. He's chosen the best I can give him. I do not know your customs. Here you are. And besides, the man would ask you how he died. He would not resurrect him from this. I know Mal too well. Unless, of course, you lied to him. Mal can resurrect him from the ashes if you really must, though. I would recommend against it.
What would happen if we did try to resurrect him from the ashes?
Nothing.
So the trial he went through would not affect him at all? He'd just be back to normal?
I've never had someone resurrected before after the trial, so I don't know. It's a good idea not to try, I would say, but that's your decision. I don't tell you what to do. But it is the premise of the trial. If you fail, you die.
Did they get? Is my stuff completely destroyed?
No, it's still there.
Oh, that's good.
I do apologize, but I made it clear.
Oh no, I'm more than well aware what happened.
No, she's telling that to the other two people.
I'm still gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try.
You gonna try the trial or reviving him?
The reviving. I'm not trying the trial.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to try the trial?
It's like it's just
No.
my burnt corpse just left at the bottom. It's like, do you know what the definition of insanity is?
Oh.
I'm sorry. But such is the way of things. Well, make yourselves at home. Dinner will be ready soon. I must meditate on this and practice. If you wish to join me, you can, but if you're not a monk, you'd be extremely hard pressed to keep up. She walks outside.
Well,
There are spider butlers around that they, bring food and stuff and pretty much just lay it on the middle of the floor over, like right here, just a bunch of trays of food. Mostly
I was half
fish.
expecting you to say they just come along and get with a dustpan and brush and just pick me up.
No, she already picked you up.
yeah, you're
You're already in an urn.
Can't believe that just happened. I'm just gonna go sleep.
So my character's standing there for about 3 minutes, just staring at the urn of ashes, just shock and confusion.
You're standing where the loom is there, Lovo. Or Hansel, I'm saying. That's like a loom where she spins the thread.
Oh, I thought that was a bad.
No, those are the looms.
Oh, silly me.
The bed's over
God
here.
dang it. Oh,
That's- yeah.
oh, alright. Oops. Boop. He ain't dealing with this today. He needs to sleep.
Are these tables? Here in the center?
Yeah, that's food trays that are left out by the spiders.
I'll move over to eat after that. Set the ashes down, begin eating.
Peter, I'll have you roll for your new character, and you can work on it while we're waiting.
Yeah, don't worry.
And if they bring you back to life somehow. Dang!
Well, it's certainly better than last time when it was just 13 across the board. I secretly rolled my stats.
Yes, nice. That's not bad, actually. A lot better than what you had last time. Right? Okay.
As I said, pretty much every stat was a 13 the last time.
So on his body was, all his paperwork, all his weapons and everything.
I'll start rummaging through his stuff.
There is the paperwork for the writ of building a new city and everything. You want to look through that?
Yeah, I might as well look. It's going to be till tomorrow before I leave.
Yay, you finally find out that the Lord has given each of you three acres of land as payment for finding a spot to move the city.
Oh, that bastard.
It was going to be a surprise. I swear. I was going to tell you about it when we found it. The location.
Once he found his damn location first. Okay, guys, you guys can find yours now.
Well, that really depended on the location. If the location was too big for just my share, I'd wrote the one I liked most into it as a business partner.
You want to split this? You want to have this bathhouse right in the middle of our properties so we can go back and forth and just keep this bathhouse between us?
Good times. She comes back. She doesn't look like she's out of breath, but you can see that she's worked out. She walks over to the bed's like, looks like I'm sharing my bed with somebody. Ancient one.
What is this? I thought this was for us.
Of course. Have you not eaten yet? Plenty of food for everyone.
He's asleep. This is me talking, not the character. He's asleep. He's gone.
Alright, so she's like, and she snaps her fingers and another blue mat gets pulled out. There, child, don't have to worry about the boys catching to see if you get dressed or not. One's dead and one looks like he's sound asleep in my bed. It's the first time I've ever slept with another boy in over 800 years or so.
Why do I get in these situations?
Because you act without thinking. You're like, oh, there's a bed.
That bed was for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drag the mat into the other room.
No, she just climbs in the bed and she just goes to sleep.
Maybe we'll drag
she
the
doesn't
mat
bother
over
him.
Here. Sleep in the corner over here.
Okay. Cool. Right there?
Yeah. I'm like, nope, not going over there. I don't want to be near that when the shit fest goes off.
So in the morning, Hansel, you wake up with the old lady, like, cuddling you.
God. He falls off the bed. Like right when he recognizes what's going on. Like, oh God.
She wakes up and is like, oh. She gets up and, her sheet kind of moves off to the side, showing that she was not fully dressed. What's wrong, dear? You fell out? Come back to bed, she says sleepily. She lays her head back down.
You just back away slowly. He doesn't want to anger the lady that fucking turned the guy into dust.
Alright, so that was like early morning, so do you fall asleep like on... You do see a spider come down and like hand you a mat. Where do you want to put the mat? Like right here?
Yeah, just put it there. I don't feel safe here.
Alright. Well, one morning comes around, you notice that she is no longer there, but you do see food again put out for all of you guys.
Yum.
And she.
My first response to your character when you wake up. So did you have fun last night with her?
He doesn't meet your gaze. He stays silent, eating.
Ah, good times. Alright. Anything else you guys do while you're here? Or do you wait for her to come back?
I gotta prepare my spell, so I'll do that.
Okay. Doesn't take that long.
So, do we leave?
I figured we would go try to talk with Mal again.
I mean, she said he's not bringing him back.
I figured I could at least discuss it with him.
Well, I don't see why not.
You do hear some like sounds of fighting going on from the other room.
I'll poke my head through the door.
Ditto.
You see she's using her hair like a whip. Like she's got it braided behind her, and she's got wearing like monks, like a silk pajamas, so to speak, like the boxer uniform, Chinese boxer uniform. And she's like whipping the hair, and you see the spider, this gargantuan spider, is like jumping around trying to attack her, and she's like just jumping on his back and like doing all these tricks and like punching him, and he's like getting thrown to the ground. It's like judo, and like judo throws him against the wall, like over here, ba-doom, and she's like, "You're getting sloppy." And he's like, "Mother." He looks like he's obviously getting his ass kicked, and he's like, "All right, I'm going full strength now." And she's like, "Full strength? You weren't going full strength the entire time. That's why you're losing." And she's just like owning him.
Goddamn. That's just not right.
She hops down.
I hope
She
I
notices
hope
that
she
you're-
doesn't like you too much. You will never get away if that's the case.
She looks and says, "Oh, look, we have someone who wants to join us in our training." Oh,
No.
who's gonna?
We're
spar
just
with me
watching.
this time? You gonna spar with the spider there, Hansel? You brave boy. Did I tell you that he went into my bed? What? He gets all, he like stares back and forth like he's all upset. Yes. She smiles.
Moving away from the door.
I wasn't aware that was your bed.
Oh, sure. She like flips up in the air and he goes, boom! Slams against the wall. The whole wall shudders. You just see him get angry. Calm down, dear. I was just kidding. And she jumps on him. Now get away from the wall before you break it. And she throws him against the wall again. Don't worry, dear. I'll protect you. And she runs back out, starts sparring with this big spider again.
Can we just leave?
Do you really want to walk into that room right now? Chances are, if you walk into that room, you'll get your ass kicked before you can even get to the exit door.
After about a good, at least 2 hours of training, she comes back and she's like, "Ah, we're done." She She puts her hands out, and you just see spiders come down from the ground and from the sky, and put her yukata back on, and she puts it on, ties it up. Don't worry. She like slides over and is like, well, if you must go, I thank you for coming by. Whoever's in charge of your group or people obviously sent some wise individuals to speak on their behalf.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome to colonize, to build cities wherever, just the areas where I've indicated. Tell them whatever you wish. It doesn't matter to me either way. All I know is I will defend the monoliths that produce the water with our lives. You understand?
I understand that. And I will tell most people just to, be friendly, but don't come near as well. For their own safety.
I see. And make sure to let the monks know as well.
I'll let the monks know that there is a master here to train with.
It is an honor to be with you all. I'm sorry again about your friend. If Mal sees fit to bring him back to life, that is his affair. But I urge you to honor our tradition.
I would imagine, well, he is kind of the guy that was the one in charge of our little expedition. That's kind of the main reason I want him back alive. Otherwise, if we do encounter another rainbow bitch and he's dumb enough to do it, I will just leave him dead.
I don't think. You should honor the... It is up to you. As the last I will speak of it. She clears up the mats. Very well. Your donkey will be brought to you at the door.
Thank you.
Bye. Let me out of here.
I don't want to be here no more.
You hear a voice from the raptors. I will never forget you.
Oh
As
God,
you
I'm out. I'm
You're
out.
like, I will never come back here again.
Peter, what was that? You're tapping something?
I was just thinking a ghostly whisper of, don't worry, I've learnt my lesson.
Alright, you guys get escorted back. Do you know how much... Alright, so it has been long enough. That was an extra day, so you were there for an extra day or two, so that was a day. So you still have half the day left, so you can travel 12 miles with no problem.
Okay. Hopefully out of the spider area.
Well, it's going to take you another 3 days to get out of the spider area.
No.
Somebody's not going to sleep very well tonight.
Shut up.
I have a
Okay.
feeling you're going to be urging us to go further.
That was completely unintentional.
I know it was unintentional.
Alright, so how many... Anyone that has elk, the elk has expired.
I already
It's
finished
no
off
longer
the elk
good
a
anymore.
while ago.
Okay. Yeah, you have about another week left for the boar too. Okay?
Okay.
Because it will eventually...
I'll probably be cooking through mine twice as fast to feed us.
Alright, just letting you know that the boar will get to the point where it's no longer edible.
Yeah, I know.
No longer. No matter how long you put preservatives on there, it eventually will.
Oh,
Get to
yeah.
the point where it can be.
Oh, I'm
Alright, so...
almost done with that anyways.
So go ahead and roll me 3 cooking checks, and then you will be outside of the. You will be no longer on the path and back in the river area. Beautiful, beautiful. So you are no longer at the. So.
Finally.
You're no longer on the path.
Yay.
You're next to the river now, and so it takes you. Just double check and make sure. It'll take you 1, 2, 3, 4 more days. 4 days to get back. So 2 days to get back to where the hot tub was, and then another 2 days to get back. So it takes you 4 days to traverse. Another 4 days for me. So that's a total of. So it was 3 days, then. So 4, so 7. By the time you get to Mal, what's left of the boar is gone.
Yep, it's gone by then, anyways.
All right. So you've been out 48 days without seeing any signs of anyone else besides these people. So you make it to Mal's, and what's left of the boar is gone?
Yep. I no longer have boar meat.
So you pretty much ran out of food by the time you get to... And you're calculating that, right?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Alright, so you show up at Mal's. He hears you as you approach. He's like, "Hello, who goes there?"
Me and Hansel at the moment.
Hello.
Oh, hello, young lady, and yes, Hansel, come forward. Where is that good friend of mine, Balthier? You there, Balthier?
Here is his ashes that remain.
Oh, you hand him the urn. He's like, "Oh,
Don't tell me you can talk with me while I'm in ash form.
are you?" He touches the urn.
I handed him the urn.
Are you willing to speak with him now that he's casting Speak with Dead?
Well, I've got nothing better to do.
It's like, did it hurt?
It was excruciating.
Like, oh, I see. What did you do? You can only answer in like small context, like.
I know, I'm just thinking about what to say. Oh, considering I didn't like him that much and it's going to be terse and it's not really going to be the best answer, I'll just go, I failed.
You failed, huh? He said he failed. Failed what, exactly?
Trial of sorts. Oh.
A trial?
What's it called? The Rainbow Bridge?
Yes, the bridge.
Yeah, the Rainbow Bridge.
He failed
Well,
the trial.
You could say failed the trial, and then you could maybe say bridge, but can't really. Other than that, it's got to be like cryptic. You can say I failed, and he says, "What did you fail?" And you could say bridge, or you could say trial, whichever one you want to go. Bridge would be more specific. Trial would be he would guess what trial.
He said trial, so.
All right, so he goes, "Oh. So I assume you want to be back to life, do you?"
Yes.
You know that the trial is meant to learn. Did you learn anything?
Never to do it again. Never again.
Yes.
It's my last question. I don't know what adverse effects this will have on you. Are you still sure?
You want to try?
Yes, I want to live.
Alright, let the judgment begin. He puts his hand on the urn. All of a sudden you see that your person is in this cold, dark, empty void, and you see what was a vestige of your other self, the vampire, and you see a massive bird, black in color, floating around what looks like sitting on top of a cloud above you, and the light is shining down above you and says, "What purpose, what hate you have in your heart? The purity of your mind is better. Do you not see that your path leads towards the light? Or are you going to shape the world by force?"
My path leads wherever I deem it to lead.
Alright, so you find yourself in a slave pen of some kind. You see several other slaves getting a cup of gruel being served to them. You're just very with barely anything on, and you see this weaker slave go in and get his gruel or whatever. And one of the other stronger slaves that finishes his food first pushes him around and tosses him to the ground and grabs his gruel and eats it for himself. Do you do anything?
No.
You just sit there and eat your gruel and ignore the situation?
Make sure he doesn't take mine. Finish mine quickly.
Okay. You find yourself in a large after you finish your gruel, you fall asleep, and you wake up, you find yourself in a lavish room full of piles and piles of gold sitting around. You're well dressed, mithril armor. Your sword is masterwork, glittering with gems on the hilt. And you just got rings on each finger as you walk out to this massive food, and you see the guard. You hear the "Stop, thief!" and you see a little kid running in, little tatters on his. And, he grabs for the chicken, and he tries to run away, and one of the guards grab him, and he's like, "What do you want me to do with him, sir?"
Let me speak to him.
He grabs the kid and is like, "Talk, fool!" and throws him down. He's like, "Sir, my mother and my family are starving. You let me have the chicken. You would eat handsomely in your honor."
How did you get in here?
I snuck through the sewer, sir.
Well, that's certainly resourceful. You snuck through all that? In here?
Yes.
Just to steal some food off me?
Yes, sir.
I'm amazed at your dedication and your foolishness.
But, sir, what do you mean? You're not going to let me have the chicken?
Oh no, you're going to have so much more than that. You're going to stay here. I own you now, and I'm going to raise you, and you're going to learn how to serve me to the best of your ability. You will not be seeing your family again.
My mother, I love her. I must go back and take care of her, please, sir. She'll die if I don't go back.
Provided you do as you provided you do as you're told, well, I'll make sure that no harm comes to her.
All right. They cart him off. We'll see to that it gets a bath, sir. They cart him off. One of the guards is like, I'll make sure. What do you want us to do with we'll make sure the sewer vaults grates are bolted down, sir. Anything else you want from me?
Yes, the failure in security is disgusting. I want it fixed, and I want him trained to serve me.
Of course, sir. Will there be
If he managed to
else?
get in here, he clearly has some form of talent. No, just leave me to my food.
I see. You want me to find his mother? Make sure she's taken care of? He kind of pulls out a sword dagger and looks at you, and that, you want me to take care of her kind of look?
Yes.
And he goes, no.
I don't want her getting in the way of my latest acquisition.
Okay, so after you finish your dinner and you're seeing them being trained and stuff, my mother's safe, is she? Of course, she's safe now. We got her well taken care of. Just mind your lessons now and serve the master. Yes, I will. And he works really hard, and he's really talented. When you go to sleep again, you wake up and find
I was
yourself.
about to say, he probably backstabs me by the end of it when he finds out. But hey,
You wake up in the when you go to sleep again. You wake up in this middle of this. You see your two comrades, and you see the Red Queen is moving towards them with a large group of men. She notices you, and she puts her fingers up to her lips, like silence, as her men are moving closer to your friends, about ready to gank them. Do you yell out, or do you let the Red Queen kill them?
in this case, I lay out. I shout out. I cry out. I tell them about it as quickly as possible, because I'm going to be honest. I trust them far more than I trust her.
Okay. So you yell it.
There's no out on my part. It's a case of I trust them. I don't trust her.
You're like, guys, watch out! As she grabs them and says, she looks at you and says, you can only keep one of them. Which will it be? Or I can kill you and they both live.
I'm keeping the rogue.
She nods and just stabs Hansel through the chest and rips out his heart. It would have been nice being with you. And she eats his heart. And she tears off a piece of it and hands it to you. Do you partake or no?
Joke's on her. You don't have one. Yep. So how's the lawful? Isn't he lawful good? This is going to go over well.
Yeah. So he puts his hand on, and you just see the urn just shatter, and his ashes just turn into this black tar. And he says, "I'm sorry, I was not able to bring them back to life."
At least you tried.
And you just see a tear roll down his cheek. He was not worthy. O God of Helion, Master of Positive Energy, you've spoken through me, and I have seen his true heart. and he just grabs what's left of his goop and just tosses it in the fire, and you see this massive smoke of black flame come out.
Ooh.
He was definitely not worthy. I would seek counsel from someone else. Sorry you had to find out this way.
It was his choice. He had his chance. He failed.
Well, put in the context, you do not know what happened when he put his hand on the jar. All you saw was this glowing light and his ashes just turned into this black goop. That's all you saw. You do not know the decisions that Peter made.
I don't know. I was just like, I saw him tempt. Something went wrong. So obviously he failed in getting resurrected. So he must have failed somehow. And he said, I'm sorry, friend didn't make it. I'm like, well, I guess he failed.
Alright, so is that fair, Peter? I try. That's not what Balthier would have done.
You wanted complete honesty.
Yes.
Yep. He was a complete bastard.
Alright, so I'm assuming you're making your new character.
Yep, new character it is.
Alright, so you guys can split up his belongings however you see fit. I'm assuming you had like a mithril armor.
No, the mithril arm was taken by somebody else. I just had... I think I just had a chain shirt.
You didn't want the chainmail? Oh, that would have been too much spell failure, wouldn't it?
Yeah, chain shirt. That's all I had.
Okay. No one taking the
I'll
chain
copy and
shirt.
paste everything I had.
Okay.
I think I already had better. I have an elven chainmail. I've already got better.
Oh, you're the one that got the mithril chainmail.
I got the better buff out of it. And since I was mostly frontlining it at that point anyways.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so he looks kind of sad and he's like, well, will you stay for dinner?
Of course.
Sure.
He cooks some fish for you guys.
What happened?
What happened? Mal looked at him. Mal looks at you, Hansel.
Yeah.
My God makes the decision whether or not he's worthy to be brought back to life. He is not worthy. He was not worthy. I'm sorry. It's not perfect.
How was he not worthy?
I will not go into details, for it is my God's decision. I have no say in the matter.
You know, it's alright.
It was a test, pretty much. He failed.
The black waters swallowed him whole.
Alright.
My character's been through a healing trial before, so she kind of knows what's going on. Though, from her perspective, that's why I said, he was swallowed by the black water.
Oh, that want to cure light wounds is a good one.
Yep, I'm grabbing that.
Have I just got normal gold for a level 2 character?
Yes. Let me know when you're ready so I can introduce you back, okay?
Should we
Yeah,
take
well.
a quick break real fast?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break while he's working on that, and we'll be back in 5.
Alrighty. Alright, guys. Looks like we had a member drop out, do some family stuff, so we're going to be cutting this episode a little bit short. So this is Strato, Time Lord Strato, signing out.